Here we have the one, the only, Michael Kay. He's back in 2010 and here he is. Please welcome the one and only Michael Kay.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. A little bit over exuberant with the introduction, but he's just a young fellow, he's just starting out. He's got a girlfriend, he's an apprentice electrician, so he's a man that's going places. But he's a bit exuberant. He has one problem, he follows Essendon. So, we all have problems, but I'm not here to talk about Essendon, I'm here to talk about Richmond. And the situation is not good. I would say we have plummeted to the deepest of depths. We're talking about a youth policy. Alright, Damien, good to have a youth policy. But the problem is, we're going to get slaughtered. And we have a team of pygmies. We don't have any big men. Now, why don't we at least lend some balance to the team? Stick in Shane Tuck. I know he's in his late 20s, and I know Jordan McMahon, they're in their late 20s. But the supporters, they're looking to at least get some sort of results on the board. There was a guy last year, a tall, and we're crying out for talls, Angus Graham. He played a few good games. Alright, he lacked a bit of consistency, but he played a few good games. These are the guys we need to nurture. These are the guys we need to persevere with. Who have we got? We've got little blokes who are undersized, like Jake King, a little pocket rocket, and incidentally, Kingy, don't overdo the aggression, or some big bloke will pick you up and he'll chuck you out into the grandstand one day. So we do show some promise, but we need a bit of size. One guy we picked up, Dustin Martin, he's got a bit of size about him and he's got a bit of an X factor. He knows how to play the game. We need to persevere with him. You've got Ben Nason, not a bad little recruit. Here again, a little pocket-sized bloke, but he's got a bit of dash. He looks a bit like a young Johnny Platten. And if he can play as well as the Rat did, if he's half as good as Johnny Platten, he'll be a good player. Relton Roberts, a young Indigenous boy. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve. He'll be worth persevering with. But we need guys to come back, as the two I've mentioned, Tucky and Jordan McMahon. Nathan Foley, we need him to come back. We need to add a bit of spine to the team. Otherwise we're just going to get run over like we've been run over the last couple of games. Now we're sitting on the bottom of the ladder. The only way is up, but we need to use a bit of common sense and no good adopting a youth policy. I mean, this emphasis on youth, we may as well go down to the local creche and just get a few 6-year-olds to play. I mean, what difference is it going to make? But that's not the way to go. You need a blend. Ben Cousins, Cuzzy. I don't know what's happened to Ben. There has been some speculation, and I think it's unwarranted, really. Well, it is unwarranted. He has had a knee injury. You can take it from me, from a man who is on the inside. There's been some speculation. There's been other reasons why he's been out of the team. Take it from me, it's all rubbish. The guy is regularly tested, and he's okay. He's clean. He's as clean as I am. And I'm clean, believe me. I've never touched the stuff. We need more. We need more from Trent Cotchin, Tambling, Delidio, Jack Rewalt. Jack, you're our focal point. Who else have we got? If you're not pulling down marks, if you're not getting more than 3 or 4 kicks a game, we've got no one. Lift your game, son. You've got it, you've got the ability. You can be every bit as good as your cousin who plays for St Kilda, I believe. But you need to apply yourself. So, at the moment, the only way, because we hardly have any focal point on the forward line, apart from Jack Rewalt, we've been going wide. We've been going wide of the corridor, which is never going to win matches for you. So we need to be positive. We need to stabilise our team. We need to get tall blokes up and down the spine. And this business of flooding, getting back in defence just to try and limit the other team's scoring opportunities. This is negative stuff. It's giving us a negative mindset. It's not the way to go in the long term, or in the medium to long term. Where's our skills coach? Our kicking and handball is woeful. We're passing to opposition players. It's like we're a rabble. We're an absolute rabble. We need to improve here. And I don't know who we've got as a specialised skills coach. I mean, Damien Hardwick, and you've got Justin Lepich. I know he's helping with the back line. But these players were not skillful themselves. Who have we got to teach these guys the basics of marking and kicking? I don't know who we've got. But we better try and get someone. If we don't have anyone, I think this is a must. This is a must. Richo, we need you at least to help the club. At least come down, show your face. And I know you've got this media gig going and you're doing very well at it, I might add. But you were a legend. You're a legend, and blokes like you, the club's crying out for. Recruiting officers. Who is recruiting the recruiting officers? I mean, I don't know. Are they blind or something? Because you need, as I said previously, you need a mix. You need, and we need good talls. We've got little pint-sized players, and we've got medium-sized players. We don't have good talls. So these recruiting officers, if they can't do the job, find someone else, because if we don't have the list, how can we perform? Years ago, we instilled fear into opposing teams. Years ago, we had guys like Neil Baum, we had Neville Crowe, Paddy McGuinnane. We were a team to be feared, and these blokes, they could sink the slippery. They played it rough and they played it tough. Now we've become a team of cream puffs, and I don't know where we're going to go. We need to lift our game. We've got a good administration. We've got a good coach, I believe, but we need to lift our game, at least give the guys some confidence and play some of these established players that I mentioned to at least try and get the odd win on the board, just to give the younger blokes confidence. Because unless we can have that confidence, unless we can get that confidence, the players are going to be dejected and we're just going to go on a downward spiral. Ladies and gentlemen, this is MK Talk Part 5. Thank you, Ben Al, Mr. Ben Al. He's been my executive producer, cameraman, head cameraman, an all-round nice bloke, and he stuck by me through all this time. Come round here and take a bow. Come round here. No, don't put your shirt on, mate. You don't have to show your muscles. Just put your shirt on. Come round here. I'm paying you credit where credit's due. Come round and just take a bow.
Oh, I've got a sore back, but I'll still take a bow.
We don't care about your back. I'm just take a bow. I'm giving the opportunity to get on camera. So okay, that's it. And and all I can say is, Tigers.
Michael K, Part 5 talk.
My heart will always be with the Tigers.
Of the Richmond Football Club.
But please, let's get things moving, and we need to get things moving. We can't be aiming for success in 10 years' time. We need to at least do it a little bit sooner than that for the sake of the supporters, so that we can keep our supporter base, and let's start to fire up. Thank you for allowing me into your living rooms, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a pleasure, and we'll talk again soon. This is the end of my talk, Part 5. Thank you again. That's it. Thank you. Thanks.
Hi everyone. That was Michael K right there. He just had an outburst of rage coming through his ears, and he just couldn't control his emotions. He's coming back to centre half forward flank. No, he's not. He's not coming back. No, he's not coming back. Here he comes. There he is. He's back here.
Turn the camera off.
Look at the camera. Oh, Michael K. Oh, I've turned it off.